You like Trump? Good girl. You like Biden? Alright, good evening. This is the old gym here. 12 pill. Built a very old way. Evidently it's got a transistor down in it, looks like. But I don't know exactly which one. Looks like it might be over in here. So let's see if any of the transistors are turning on. The relays are in bad shape. I kind of like the way they done that. It's a 3-pole relay, and they used both the poles off the output to the output. It ain't doing nothing but the relays are bad to start with. It won't let any power through. They're so arced over. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can get zoomed in on that. See them? That's the whole relay there pretty much. See over here where they arced over so bad. Over here where they arced over so bad, it won't make contact. It's if you look at the reflect meter alone, that ain't really supposed to move, and it is. It's showing infinity reflect. So even to check this out, I'm gonna have to put a set of relays in it. But it's got enough soda balls in it to choke a mule. I don't think that probably had nothing to do with it. This, back in the day, this is built way different than what we're doing now. It ain't got nothing canceling them out here, setting the input tuned to your transformer, and nothing canceling out your output tuned to your transformer. Every bit of that was done here and here, and this is not enough. He was running a 4-pill driving it. 4-pill driving in this pretty stout. I took the caps out of it because it was covering all these up, and I wouldn't be able to see them on the FLIR. So I took those caps out if Soul Searcher's wondering why they're gone. But they're out so I could actually see the transistors turn on. And as of yet, I can't, I ain't gonna be able to get to it to see if it turns on because the relay is bad in it. So it ain't letting no input through it. The input's here, and that leg's just so damn burnt up. We're running so much drive through it. This kind of amp I wouldn't never put over a 3-pill at the most into it, but you know, you don't know until you I don't know. He said we're seeing about 1600 watts out of it. So driving it with a full pill, only seeing 1600 out of it. Now that might be 1600 RMS. I don't know. I text back and asked him. If it was RMS, that's good. But if that's peak, it's not good. A full pill alone ought to do 600-700. Well, let's take these out here and look at them. People say that double stick tape don't hold. Ain't no telling how long this stuff's been in here. It's gonna be a rascal to try to get it out of here. I have to get some what you call it to get that out of. But let's look at them. Yeah, it definitely ain't making no contact through that. They're completely burnt up. You could probably polish them and get them to back working, but it'd be easy to just put another set of 30 amp relays in it. Alright, let me get some stuff cleaning out. I'll be back. Alright, now I've done a little bit on this, more work on this thing. I've checked each individual 2-pil, and I'm getting about 200 some watts, but I'm losing some through these jump wires. But I've checked each individual 2-pil section and it's working. And I've checked them with the scope too. So it's the input side. Oh, well. Amp's got to be on. Oh, so I got signal on that one. I got more signal on this one. Hello. So I know that one's putting out, plus it's putting out on the watt meter up there. But I got some trouble. It's coming in, but it ain't going out. And with these combiners, I don't know. I've checked for continuity on each one of these 3/16ths, and I still got it's continuity through them, but that don't really mean nothing. It could be losing something. But I got a 120 here, 120 here. Yeah. Well, I'm doing a video. Yeah. You alright? They can't hear you. I got my ear plugged in. But, I don't know why I'm losing signal. Like I said, the signal's coming in. I checked it with the scope, and it shows signal getting to here and coming out, but it's about as much coming out as it is going in. I think where I'm going to have to go with this, I'm going to have to change the ports, combiners, the input and output. But I'm getting 200 watts through this section, and each one of them's about the same. But hello, well, that's average, peak. Hello, so a little over 200 on that section. That's 1,000 watt slug, so up there. Hello, so I know I'm getting. Each section's putting out. Of course, when they get combined, they'll put out more. But I'm losing some through them jump wires. But it's the only way I know how to check it individually, other than check it with the oscilloscope. But I don't know why it ain't coming out. Like I said, I done checked continuity. I pulled all the hundreds off this, and all the hundreds checked good. These is new caps. They was one of them was actually, all the rest of them was 1000s, and one of them was an 820, and the 820 one was right here. But they was devalued like hell. 1000. That's 403 puff. This one's 22.2 puff. This is 605, 602 puff. This is 661. This is the 820 that had in there. This one's 576. If I ain't mistaken, this one's about 15 puff. I know one of them was 15 puff. Yep, 15.9 puff. Or 18 puff. $18 puff. Still, it's supposed to be 1,000. But I replaced them. All the 330s look like they're alright. I don't know. Yeah, all of them was pretty much bad. And there one of them, it was only a few of them checked over 600. But the signal won't make it out. I guess the only thing I know to do is go through the combiners. It looked like they could maybe be shorting out to the, especially that one there. Looks like it could be shorting out to the ferrite bead, in which ferrite bead is conductive. You see it? It will arc over. I ain't long ago had a foil peel that arced over. Was creating pretty much one of the same things, and the output one's pretty much the same way. Now this section here is the one it was getting, this thing got hot, and you can tell. And when I had the scope hooked up to it and had it to here, it didn't show any signal. But I had signal here, which was this port. This 3/16 goes out, comes up underneath here, goes over and hits here. This one. This was a section that was connected to that, but this section is just as good as this section. Which I had the camera out. This section here part was getting hot and showing on the scope that it wasn't putting out anything, but I even took the output, put here, which runs straight through the amplifier without the relays won't even be keyed in. When you key the mic, it would hit directly to the input and output. So the input would be here and the output would be there. And the 100 puff doorknob, it was good. It's good, but it was loose. And that could have been a little issue of what it was doing, but I don't know why the signal's not getting out. I have to figure that out. But I've narrowed it down to maybe these combiners, the input splitter and a combiner, splitter, combiner, splitter, whatever. But that's where we're at. And I think when I go back with this, I'm going to put a 120 here, 150 there, and make it like the newer way. This didn't have anything here, anything here. It was all with the 100 puff there, and here it didn't have nothing but this, which is not enough. This oracle tuner for the input. It was here. It's definitely not enough, and he was driving it with the foil peel, and the key-up circuit seemed like it's done went kaput, but I got to just put a new transistor across that, no trouble. But there's something in it, a gremlin somewhere, and I gotta find it. Alright then, I'm gonna leave it right here at this, and I'll get back when I start doing something on it again. Maybe a few days, maybe a few weeks. Hell, I don't know. Alright then, later.